Hi guys, Cloth with Cody back again. Don't mind the mom hair here. I have all 5 boys today. My sister went home this morning, so this is what you get. So they're outside playing. If you hear them yelling and screaming, they're just enjoying themselves. Don't mind that. But today I wanted to do a video kind of based on a little bit what we talked about yesterday with my sister, and she had happened to share my YouTube page on her Facebook and got a lot of comments of people who were like, I want to but didn't know where to start, or it's too expensive, or just kind of asking different questions about how to start up cloth diapering. So I wanted to do a video sharing my experience with starting up, how I started, and what I would recommend for people just starting up and learning about cloth diapering and wanting to start it. So first, my reason for starting cloth diapers started way before I was even pregnant with Marcus. I had came across some cloth diapering, I don't know, videos, or just kind of heard about it and was really interested in learning more about it. So I started looking up different videos on cloth diapering, and I learned a lot about what is in disposable diapers and the chemicals in them that can cause like chemical burns on babies. And a lot of time, like, diaper rashes that babies are getting is from the diapers themselves and not from, you know, the sitting in them too long or anything. It's actually from the chemicals in the diapers that are eating away at their skin. And that kind of scared me just in general. Like, I'm not by any means a complete like naturalist. I don't do everything natural, organic. That is not how I live my life, but I just try to be more conscious about what we're putting on our bodies, in our bodies, you know, and just try to pay more attention to that. And so when I started thinking about these diapers, and they're on the most sensitive part of your baby's body, and you're putting chemicals on them that could potentially hurt them, whether they're having an allergic reaction or just the actual chemical burn. So that made me really want to, he almost hit a ball over the house. That made me really want to think different about what I was going to use for upcoming babies. And then I also kind of heard about the money savings, and I knew that when I did become pregnant, I wouldn't be going back to work, so we would just have to be in a tighter budget and pay more attention to where we were spending our money. And I thought about like how much waste you're actually throwing away when you diaper. I mean, think of how many diapers your baby goes through in a day, and then multiply that by 7 days a week, 365 days a year, like for 2-3 years, however long your babies are in diapers. That's just one baby, and how much waste that is. It's so much. So I was like, you know, I don't need to throw all that away. If there's other options, I want to try it. So I told my husband I was interested in cloth diapering, and he was completely against it. You can watch for my flats and hand washing challenge video, the open topic one, you see my husband on there, and he can kind of explain, and that kind of goes more into depth of how I convinced him to cloth diaper. But I really just like the idea of not using chemicals on my baby, and the idea of saving money and kind of saving waste. So aside from that, I started looking at the cloth diapers, and they are so cute. Like, there's so many cute prints. Their fluff butt is just absolutely adorable. So I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna learn more about it, and I'm gonna do it. So that's what I did. Then I got pregnant, and I started purchasing them pre-loved. So I didn't purchase any from actual cloth diaper sites before I had Marcus. I had only purchased ones off of like buy-sell trades, auction groups. Like, that's where I got majority of my stash. And so my first recommendation to you is to decide if it's really necessary for you to buy them brand new and go that route and purchase all brand new, or if you're fine with using them pre-loved. And the nice part about cloth diapers is you can use them for one baby, multiple babies after that, and you can also resell them or sell the ones that you purchased new and make some of your money back. They have a great resale value, so you can make some of the money back that you spent originally. And that can be done with both ones that you bought pre-loved or ones that you bought brand new. Like, they last a really long time, and can be used multiple times. So as long as you take care of them, have a good wash routine, storing them properly, you can use them or resell them and get some of your money back. So that is kind of the route I took. I went on different sites and I just bought them slowly as I was right before I was pregnant, and then while I was pregnant, just bought different ones. And I was mostly purchasing for the prints and trying out different brands. I knew that I wanted to try different brands and different styles. So that is my second recommendation to you, is to think about what system you want to use. What is the kind of diapering that you want to use. There's all-in-ones, there's hybrids, pocket diapers, flats, and pre-folds with covers, a whole bunch of different kinds you can use. And I will do a separate video on the different kinds that are available, just for some of you newbies that are interested in that. You can kind of see what each kind has available out there and what the pros and cons to each of them that I feel are. Videos are gonna show each one can be a absolute favorite, and so when you have you watch 10 videos and each one of them can like a different kind of diaper, and you're not going to really get what you want. So I wanted to try different kinds, different brands, different styles, just so I knew what worked for my baby and what worked for me and what I liked best. Another thing is different diapers may work differently for different babies. So boys and girls are going to have different diapers that work for them, just even, because boys are going to pee more in the front, girls usually pee more towards the middle or the back, and so where you put your absorbency is going to be different for that. And also just babies are born in all shapes and sizes, so you can have a skinny, tall baby and diapers are going to work differently than them. Short, chubby babies are going to work differently. I had a short, skinny baby, and there was diapers that work differently. So it just all depends on your baby. And so I can't say that one diaper is better than the others because they're all going to be different. And so my recommendation, my personal opinion, is to not pick one diaper, one style, one system that you want to do. It's to try different ones. And so using the buy-sell trades or the auction groups, which I will link down below so you can check those out, is a good way to start because you're getting them at a less expensive price and you're able to try more brands. And so you can purchase them in larger lots. A lot of people will de-stash or sell their whole lot, and so you can purchase them that way and be able to try out different kinds, or purchase them singly, however you want to work. One thing I want to say about doing it that way is make sure you research what kind of diaper it is and find out the brand new price for them, so you're not paying close to a brand new price for a used diaper. You don't want to do that. Usually I would say you're going to pay a few dollars less than the brand new price, and it's also going to depend on condition. My main thing was I wasn't going to pay more than $10 for a used diaper, and that was any brand out there. But there's also ones like the China Cheapies, they're called, Alva, Happy Flute, THX, those different brands, that they're only like $7, $8, $9 brand new. So you're not going to pay $10 for that diaper used. It just doesn't make sense. So you want to make sure that you're researching and trying to find out what diapers cost brand new when you purchase them used, just so you can kind of get an idea. And also some prints are going to cost you more than others. So you may see a diaper out there that they're selling for $30, $40 and you're like, why is this diaper so much? I can get it brand new for $20. It's probably because of the print. The exclusive prints, the limited edition prints are going to cost you more. So if you really want that print, go for it. Spend $30, $40 on that diaper. You can. Personally, my kid is going to pee and poop in it, so I'm not going to spend $30 on a diaper, like especially used. I'm not that in love with prints. I feel there's a lot more cute prints out there that I don't have to spend $30 or $40 on, and I can still, it's still going to work for the same purpose. Maybe if I had pictures coming up or something that I really wanted a cute diaper print for, I would pay a little more for that, but they're diapers. I do love them. I am addicted. I would buy all of them if I could, but I just don't feel the need to purchase that much. And so a big thing with me for cloth diapering was the saving money. I'm not going to be saving money if I'm spending $30, $40 on one diaper. So that is my recommendation for that. You can take it or leave it. That way, if you want to spend money on that, that's your choice. You can do that. You have the money. So I would recommend first figuring out why you want a cloth diaper. Are you doing it to save money and you're on a super tight budget and you need to come up with a budget-friendly stash? I would make sure that you're sticking to that and going with that route and finding out what stash is going to be the most budget-friendly. If you are in it for just the getting chemicals off your baby, try out different kinds and see what you do like. My favorite ones are pocket diapers, just because I like that I can change the absorbency in them and kind of fit it towards what I need. If we're going out and about, I'll use my more absorbent inserts. If we're just around the house, I'll use my less absorbent inserts. Because I can change him more often at home than I would when we're out and about. I don't use my pockets for overnight because I have all-in-ones that I like to use for overnights, and so that's just what I have. My all-in-ones are super absorbent, but kind of just got to figure out where you want to be with your cloth diapering. I would recommend for you new ones that are starting out, this is, like I said, this is just my personal recommendation, my personal experience with it. So I don't want you to take this and say, well, she said this, because it may not work for everyone and it may not be the way that you want to do it. This is what I did and what I would recommend. This worked for us, and it was, the route that we took. So I purchased them off of Buy Sell Trades or the auction group, and different kinds, different brands, different styles. I can do a video if you're interested on how to buy them used, just because there is a couple key things that you want to look into before purchasing them, and I learned the hard way about that, and so I would love to share that with you, just so you're not getting ripped off or having a bad experience with buying them pre-loved. So I would try out different kinds so you can learn what styles you like and what brands you like. So do that. And also I would recommend making sure that you come up with a good wash routine for your washer, the diapers that you have, and for yourself. So there is kind of just a little learning curve to that. There are different websites out there and Facebook sites out there that you can ask for wash routines and learn, give them information about your washer, what kind of detergent you want to use, what kind of diapers you want to use, and they will give you a wash routine that they recommend for that. But it's also going to be trial and error and seeing what works best for you. I started with a wash routine that I had gotten, and I've now changed it just, that works better for my situation. So not everything that they recommended was best, and I had to kind of take a couple different recommendations and use those. But you want to come up and have a good wash routine ready before you start, just so then when you do your first wash, you're not having buildup on your diapers, you're getting them clean, and you're not going to have any stinks, or how to deal with your staining. And also, if you're having buildup or having issues with your diapers, that's going to cause issues with your baby as far as stinks or while they're wearing the diapers, or sometimes you can get ammonia burns if you're not getting all the urine out. They can get burns from the actual urine on them, and so you want to make sure that your diapers are getting cleaned properly, so then you have the best experience with them. So I'd make sure that you research your individual washer and the kind of detergent, what kind of different diapers you want to use, and finding out a good wash routine first. And then maybe do 1 a day, maybe do 5 a day. Do just kind of what I did when we first transitioned. So Marcus was born super tiny, and my cloth diapers didn't fit him right away. He was only 5 pounds. He came home at 4'9", and so the ones that I had purchased, there are diapers out there that would fit that small. I'm not going to say they're not. The ones that I had purchased and I had ready for my newborn stash did not fit Marcus right away, and so we had to wait a few weeks to use them, and then also I purchased different kinds after he was born that would fit him better for the size he was. So what I did when I first started was I used them during the day while we were home. If we were going out and about or overnight, I used disposables. So if you're already using disposables, or your baby's already here, maybe do that. Maybe try a couple different kinds, buy them, and have them to use, you know, just while you're at home so you can learn about them, and make sure that you really like them and you're satisfied with what you are choosing to do before you use them out and about or overnight. That worked really well for me. It made the transition really easy. We also didn't have enough that fit him right away, so as soon as I had enough that fit him, then I made the transition to fully cloth. And it took a while before I was like really using them out and about. If we were going to be gone all day, you know, to the grocery store and back, I would use them, you know, if it was going to be super quick. But when we were going to be out for longer periods, it took a few weeks before I was using them, and that I was comfortable with that. We had enough disposables that I had gotten as gifts or in my baby registries and from the hospital and such, so I didn't need to buy too many packages. I did buy some preemie ones when he was super little just because we didn't have, like I said, the cloth diapers that fit him. But I would recommend that. I would recommend trying out different kinds and slowly going into it. If you are pregnant and want to use cloth right away, I would recommend finding different newborn diapers that you can purchase, not going with just one single brand and style, just finding different ones. So then you see, you know, you don't know how big your baby's going to be exactly. They may give you an estimate, but you don't know exactly how big your baby's going to be and how, you know, their size. And so having a couple different brands and styles to bring with to the hospital to use right away or when you get home and use is a good recommendation, just because then you will, hopefully, if you get enough different kinds, will find ones that work. So those are my recommendations. Research different kinds you want, either try out different ones or decide on a style. Get a good wash routine. Figure out why you're cloth diapering, if you need a budget-friendly stash or if you can purchase kind of whatever you want. Try out different brands, and I probably repeated myself a bunch, but I didn't make a list before I did this. I kind of just wung it. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below. I would love to hear questions from you newbies that I can either answer in the comments or do separate videos about so you can learn. I would love to have you jump on board with cloth with me, just to protect your baby from the chemicals, save you money, and to save the environment from all the garbage. So if you've been diapering for years and you want to make the change, I would love to have you. Or if you're pregnant and want to try right away with a newborn, I would also love to have you. So make sure you're subscribed. You can see my other videos. Comment any questions or comments that you have. If you have been cloth diapering for a while and anything I missed that you would recommend for newbies, go ahead and leave those also in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked the content and liked what I had to say about how to make that transition to cloth diapering, and I will hope to see you next time. Bye!